My concerns about the development at Endview probably begin over 20 years ago, or 30 years ago, I should think, when we first surmounted a desire to develop a mall at Endview, and were able to preserve 29 acres, which was the core of the Endview farm. That site, of course, was headquarters for two Confederate generals during the Civil War, right across the street at Lebanon Church, where two Union generals had their headquarters. So it's a very historic site. The Harwood family that once owned this property first came to Virginia in the 1620s, and as a result of that, they are part of the development of Eastern Virginia. That having been said, we were very fortunate to be able to preserve the house, raise money to conserve and rehabilitate the house, as well as start some nice educational programs there, which I think benefit the community in many, many ways. One of the biggest things about Endview is, of course, its view shed. And the view shed is perhaps, as you are driving up and down Yorktown Road, it becomes a key element in how you see Endview in a pristine fashion, sitting there off of the road with farm fields in front of it, just like it has been looking since 1767. So that's pretty nice, in my opinion. You know, I would prefer Endview being added to Newport News Park. However, there are various reasons why the city needs to develop part of the Endview track. My hope is that we respect the view sheds, respect the historic nature of the ground, and of course that pastoral pleasure feel that you get from just walking around Endview. It is indeed a beautiful sight. Endview is part of the northern section of Newport News, which is Lee Hall. And that whole Lee Hall area has a tremendous connection to Yorktown and to Williamsburg. That being said, any future development needs to be extremely carefully conducted. In my opinion, just looking at this little map, which is a preliminary design provided by a proposed developer, I think that we're protecting the view shed fairly nicely in this direction. I think you need to expand it a little more in this direction. I think no entrance road should come off of Yorktown Road. Everything that's going to be built behind Endview needs to be entered off of Jefferson, which is a 4-lane highway, versus 2-lane for Yorktown. Don't want to increase the traffic there. This ring road that you see is incompatible with preserving the view shed, so I don't think it should be. This should be the neighborhood, and it should have proper woodland protection between the historic property and the proposed development of houses. Once again, I think this should be protected a little more than is shown on this plan. This is, of course, the Lebanon Run woodland, and so that has to be protected because of the Chesapeake Bay Act. So in essence, if we're going to be preserving Endview with its view sheds, we are going to be doing a good job if we preserve this, and this with a better wooded protection behind here, stopping having the ring road and any entrance off of Yorktown Road. I kind of feel that Endview, just like Lee Hall Mansion, Lee Hall Depot, Newport News Park, Lee's Mill Park, are all critical aspects of the future of Newport News. This is the Lee Hall section of Newport News, and we need to take special care in how we decide to expand housing, mixed-use areas, so that that history is preserved, that history is nurtured, that history is expanded, so that the tourism possibilities, the heritage tourism possibilities, the educational opportunities, and just the view shed that leaves us with a sylvan roadway going down Yorktown Road is really what we should be striving for when we think about Endview Plantation.